think I left the music on while that happened, but oh well. Alrighty. Ugh. Ugh. Oh, for anybody who's maybe in the market, if you guys need a con badge, I'm doing Pindoodle con badges, and it's $25, and it's mailed to you. So, no matter where you live, as long as you can get letter mail from the US, I will mail it to you. So, just putting that out there. Alright, let's get the Miku card decardboarded. This is the thinnest one I've been able to make. I was able to just take the front cover off of it. So for those who are wondering, I've done a couple of these, like I've done a whole book that was just these, and we realized how thick it made it because I tape in the cards as well. So what I try to do now is I peel the backs off the cards so they don't like bulk up the sketchbook too much. So here's some of the ones I've done, like very recently even. I really like how this one turned out. And this one too, I think this one turned out really cute. And the derpy grape. A little astronaut cat. But also, hi Alpha, welcome in, welcome in. I thought of you today, Alpha, because I got a recommendation from a not somebody that I've seen before creator where they're talking about the new features of Artfight. And I was like, oh, I wonder if Alpha knows about these. So now Miku is in there. Yeah, so they have a thing now that you can make character connections, which is pretty crazy. I need to adjust the camera now that we're not doing... I think it's that one, yeah. Sorry, I need to bring it over here where I can see it a little better. There we go. I think that's better. Okay. And now that we don't have blind boxes on the screen, you can't see it good. So. Hello, Aries. Welcome, welcome. Oh, I need to also zoom in now that we're not doing blind box opening and doing actual art stuff. I have to do this from like a whole desk away. There we go. There we go. Okay. That way you guys can actually see when I'm drawing. Oh no! My hands make it super washed out. It's probably fine. Okay. Alright. So now let's get settled in for the next hour or so, probably 2 hours of drawing. But we're going to be drawing, for the first one, Fox Miku. Let's see if you guys can even see the yellow pencil. Probably not. But that's probably good for me. It's not good for sketching, mind you, but I had a rough night with pain and stuff. I only got to sleep at 7 a.m. is fine. Yes, blind box drawing day. I'm sorry you didn't get good sleep though. I don't like this color. I can't see it good. There we go. Doubt you guys can see that one, but I can see it better. So that's what counts. Alright. Yes! Happy May! 1st of May, as the Jonathan Colton song goes. It starts in July. We have 2 months. A lot of people are going to start talking about it this month, though, because this is about the time people start doing updates on stuff. But yeah. Speaking of, I actually did several icons this morning for Art Fight. I actually have a new character I want to add to... I have 2 new characters I need to add to the Art Fight roster, but I need to come up with names for them before I can do that. So what is Art Fight? Art Fight is a group activity that happens in July where artists are split. Either you choose or you can have the system choose for you onto one of two teams. You will proceed to draw art of other people's characters, and those are considered attacks if you're the first one to do it. And you get points based on what you do for the art. So, like, how detailed it is, etc. So, like, a sketch isn't as worth as many points as, say, like, a full color picture is. Uh, so on and so forth. And then, if somebody attacks you and draws you a thing, you can then defend by drawing them something as well. Oh no, Miku, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to. I stabbed her foot with my pen. Well, now she has a freckle on her paw. I'm sorry, Miku. And so, by the end of it, one team will have more points, and whoever has the most points, that team wins. There's honestly, unless you're participating, there's really no way to super interact with Art Fight besides observing. So if I join, can I get handicap for terrible drawing style? So anybody of any level is welcome to join, and there are people that don't even draw. There are people that do, like, crochet. There are people that do perler beads. There are people that do, like, VTuber models. There are people that do animations together. There are people that do music. Like, it's literally, like, any way you express yourself in art form, you can do it. So, I think writing is also an option. I think. Don't quote me on that, but I think it is. But yeah, like, they welcome everybody of every level to do it. And for the longest time, I thought they didn't. I thought it was like an invite-only kind of thing. And that's why this will only be my 5th year, because mind you, this has been going on for years. Okay? But this is only my 5th year for Art Fight, because I thought you had to be invited. And I was like, I'm not good enough to get an invite to Art Fight. And then I found out during COVID that you don't need an invite to join Art Fight. And I was like, I did 80 attacks last year, by the way. So there's gonna be commissions always come first, so anything that is paid will be done first, but I do not take any trades, or I don't do any free work during that time. I may disable the stamp card during that month, just because I will be focusing on Art Fight. And then people can just accrue points until after July, but we'll see. We'll see. We'll see how the end of June looks with people's stamp cards. But, like, that is where my free time goes, is into that. But yeah, I did 80 attacks last year. I don't think I will aim to do more than that. I don't think I'll even aim to do that many this year. But, like, you know, it's cool to say that I did that many. And I use the art, you know, for samples and stuff. Because I usually pick out characters that maybe I don't get, like, commissioned to draw that style of character, or it's something that, like, I really want to draw, etc. But yeah, I believe anybody is welcome to join. They just, you know, if you falsify information as you post it to get the points higher, that's about the only time you can get in trouble, so. Yeah, I mean, anybody should be proud of anything they can do for it, because Art Fight is not a paid thing. It is literally just you taking the time and drawing basically gift art for other people. There are some artists that just straight out say, like, they won't do defenses. Like, they're only drawing the stuff that they want to draw and stuff like that. Versus me, where I tried to, and I think I did succeed last year, do revenge / defenses for every attack that I had happen to me. So even like a last minute one, I was like, no, I'm gonna get it, and I got it in there, which the person was very surprised. And I was like, hey. Because I was going to have to randomize anyways, because I was going to get to 80. After I got to, like, I think I got to, like, 77, I was like, I have to get to 80. I just have to get to 80 now. Yeah, it's just really a big art trade, but, like, there is no, like, you know, pressure to actually do stuff for other people if they do something for you. But I do aim, whenever I do participate, to do stuff back for anybody that attacks me. No matter the skill level, no matter any of that, just because, you know, I'm just appreciative that somebody wants to draw my characters. But, I need to add my moth adventurer lady and my new succubus character. So, those are the two that I need to add on there. I need to make icons for a couple of them. And then, like, I have, obviously, like, my VTuber on there. I have Mr. Husband on there. I have chat on there. But with the connections thing, I went on this morning and, like, you know, connected Mr. Husband and me and Remy and me. And, like, you can write up, like, what their kind of connection is. So that's a new feature, which I'm actually really happy about. Because I had to just type it and link it before in the, like, the character description. Yeah, Skelly, let me know if you want to invite Link to the Discord. I was thinking about you today whenever I was posting the person going over the new updates, and whenever I posted in the Discord, I was trying to at you, and I realized you're not in my Discord server, so I was like, oh no. Because we also have, like, a channel for everybody to share your art fight stuff. Warfree. Warfree? Warfree. Warfree. I think that's how I say it. Hello, welcome in. Thank you so much for the raid. I hope you're doing well today. Give me 1 second to finish this little sketch area I'm doing. There we go. Okay. Hello, hello. I've been puzzle gaming and my brain is mush. I understand that. That's why I don't do puzzle games. I hope you had a good stream though. What puzzle games did you play? Did you play multiple or did you just play one? Today we are opening blind boxes and then drawing what I got. And so the first one we're drawing today is Miku and her little fox Kigurumi. Just one today, the Talos Protocols. I have not heard of that one. Did you, like, even though your brain is mush, did you at least have fun while you were doing it? But this is what we're drawing in my style. The little Miku vinyl faced. It's supposed to be a keychain thing, but it didn't come with the keychain. Yeah, fox. Yep. So this is our first one for today. Look, Miku's hair matches mine. At least in this camera. This isn't the correct color to match mine normally, but like in the camera it's like the exact same color as my model's hair. Need to get my color guide out, my reference guide. She's bigger than I expected. Yeah, I know, right? Alright. So here are my color swatches. Let's find the best teal for Miku. Oh. Hey, Quad. Even though I got stuck on a puzzle for a good 20 minutes. I mean, you're better than me then, because I would have given up at that point. Here we go. I don't want to pull out the Copics, though. Oh, I need to draw the pigtails. What am I thinking? I haven't drawn the pigtails in. Hang on, hang on. Thankfully, the pigtails are behind the ears, so I can just do, like, this for this side. And then do, like, that. There we go. Alright. So we're looking for a teal, like I said. I don't want to pull out the Copics, sadly. But I may. No, I think that one's good. Let's do the G4 of Ohu. Yep, that's perfect. Okay. Yay! Were you on the phone before, Aries? Is that why you couldn't see the art properly? Yeah, how have you guys been? I've missed everybody this week. Oh, also, Warfree, if you need to raid and run, please do not feel that you have to stay and hang out for the raid. I would love for you to be able to, but I also understand, especially after a taxing stream, like, needing to, you know, go and do other stuff, like go to the bathroom, take any medication you should take, just take a nap, especially if, like, it taxed your brain pretty good, like, I know how that goes. It also goes for raiders, too. I appreciate everybody coming in here, but if for some reason you just can't hang out, that's completely fine, and I just appreciate you stopping in. Though I am very close, I'm very close to my 2,300 follower goal. I know it already says that I'm there, but I'm not. So, if you think you might enjoy what you see here at another time as well, maybe drop a follow if you can't hang out and check it out today. No, I got a little on her face. Oh well, we'll fix that later. Give her little teal nails. That's all. While I'm thinking about it. Her eyes are also teal. That's fine. We're very lurk friendly here. I gotta move stuff from out in front of my markers. Started using the little shelf as also a display for my gotcha stuff, so. Alright, let's see here. YR0. What is it? 3? Yeah, there it is. Hey, Moist. Welcome in. For anybody that's in chat that's new, or even, you know, people that've been here, if you guys have any questions about, like, how I'm doing things, or what supplies I use, etc., just let me know, and I'll try and answer it the best I can. Alright, we're gonna do brown for the ears, which I think that color and that color. That should be good. Ever used markers from Five Below? Yes, I have. I've used markers from Five Below. I've used markers from the dollar store. I've used markers from Amazon that were very cheap as well. I think they're all pretty fine, honestly. They're not like, obviously they're not going to be as good a quality as like Copic or even Ohuhu, but like, I think they're good for what, especially at the price point. Like, especially if you're just learning how to do stuff, like they're a good starting point, honestly. Any of the cheap markers are really good to just start with, because then you also don't feel like precious about them. Because like that's the big thing, is like people feeling precious about art supplies is one of those things that I understand, but like you're not gonna use them if you feel too precious about them. So if getting cheap stuff makes you use it, I say get the cheap stuff. So I don't think these are them. These are from Miniso, and they're an off-brand, just random, like no-name thing that they just slapped their character on, which is Butterbear. And I actually really like these markers even. And this was a set of what, 12? And it was less than $10. So, did you notice them drying out fast? I'm gonna be honest with you, I don't remember. Most likely I used them a couple times and I gave them to somebody else or I donated them, because a lot of the art supplies that I don't keep, I donate just so people that, you know, can't afford to get art supplies can have some. Because there are times that I get the itch and I want to try the cheaper stuff too, and I do it. So, but I have the types that I like. I really the what is it? 3 that I say that I like. I like Copic, obviously. I like Ohu'u. And Artbeak has become a third favorite of mine, and they're just kind of like a Amazon one that I haven't heard anything about except for on Amazon. But Artbeak is super cheap, and the markers are really juicy. They're not very true to the cap color, and like I definitely don't recommend leaving them in their bag thing because there's no way to sort the colors and stuff. But like any other, like I always do swatch sheets, so that's how I know what colors will look like before I actually put them on the paper and stuff. I still do swatch stuff just to make sure, like you'll see over here and stuff. But yeah, I use a lot of cheaper markers in my sketchbooks that aren't like ones that I care about, or like this one I will be less precious with specifically because it is a thing that I do for stream. So, hey Muse, welcome in. How are you doing today? And I've also been doing and collecting art supplies, like doing work with art supplies and stuff for years. So my collection is obviously going to be bigger than anybody that's just started. But I have a whole bin of Copics. I'm a little more precious about my Copics just because they are light fast. And so for projects that I am paid for, I tend to bust those out just because I want to make sure that the commissioner gets the best quality of like materials from me. But like for sketchbooks and stuff. Ohu'u, Artbeak, and just whatever other random markers I can grab that work on the paper I'm working on are the ones I like to use, so. Ohu'u used to be cheap. They're no longer like super cheap, but yeah. It's his birthday tomorrow. We'll tell him happy early birthday from me. I know it was Thunder's birthday yesterday. Because I didn't stream, we weren't able to sing happy birthday for him. I need to start doing that for my mods on their birthday. Just start singing happy birthday. Yeah, I believe it's also Joe Cat's birthday, if I remember correctly. Not that Joe Cat would be in our stream for me to sing happy birthday to either, but let's see here. Probably want to do an Artbeak. Where is my... There they are. I was like, where's the other stuff? I have a bunch of swatch pages. Alright, so I think Artbeak is gonna be the one that has the yellow I want to do. Because I need like a light pale yellow. And then I will do this one as the darker stuff. Yeah, I say if you like markers and you know you're going to use them, then investing in some that maybe are a little more expensive and trying them, like especially if you can get individual ones, it's a good idea. And just give them a shot. See if you actually like it, and if you do, then you can just save up and buy individual markers, or wait for sales. I think that's also a good way to do it, especially if you're getting like Ohu'u and stuff. So, because they do sales all the time. Alright, so we need to do orange now. I feel like that 22 is very good. That 22 or the YR68. Where's YR3? That's Copic. Why am I looking at that one? YR3 actually is good. So let's do that one. I need to do her neck area. I just realized that I just like left that blank. Good job, me. correlates to April/May for birthdays. When are, like, what is 9 months ago? I'm trying to think. Was that October? Hey, Cyberman J. What's going on? Welcome on in. We're gonna get out the acrylic gel pens here in a second. That's what I'm gonna be using to do the final details on this Miku. Miku. What do I do when I feel too tired to draw? I don't draw. I do something else. That legitimately is the only way that I know how to deal with that. It's one of the reasons I didn't stream a lot this week. The weather had me super tired and just not motivated to do art stuff. And it had me motivated to clean, though. I've almost got my office completely cleaned up. I think once we get the other shelves put in, I will feel the office is more complete. And I'll even do a little office tour video for you guys then. Hello, Cal. Welcome on in. But if for some reason not drawing is not an option, I say just take it slow. And just do what you can. And try and not, like, beat yourself up if you're not going as fast as you normally do. Self-deprecation and being upset with yourself because you're not doing it fast enough will drain you. So. But yeah, legitimately, if I don't feel like drawing, I just don't. Normally, I'm more motivated when I have, like, commissions to do myself, so it really takes a lot for me to feel burnout in general, because if I have something to work on, I just kind of work on it. But I know I am not the same as a lot of other people. Though I did get the May Patreon rewards done offline yesterday, which I'm very proud of. I think they turned out very good. I'll show you guys here in a second once I get done the hair highlights. Another good thing for at least feeling burnt out, I feel, is trying new art mediums. If you can get your hands on a small amount of supplies or something, I would definitely suggest that. Or if you don't mind investing in some that you think you might like, giving it a shot like that, I think, is a good way to do it. Yeah, no problem. I'm just trying to think of stuff. But yeah, there we go. There's the Miku. Miku. What did I say I was going to do once I got... Oh, I was going to show you guys the stuff here. Hang on. Hey, Muse. Can you... message Alpha the link to the Discord? If you want to post it in the the chat here, maybe that would work too. Miku. Na 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 Miku. So I'll show you guys. So, because I have them on my phone, but it's Kirby themed. Yeah, you finished feeding the baby. Yeah, it's Kirby themed. So we're gonna have a Kirby sticker sheet with Kirby and some foods, and then Kirby and friends having a picnic. Picnic. Okay, you're good. I'm just not on the side of the computer where I can do it easily, or I would. I just do it myself. Yeah, I'm very happy with how it came out. I'm happy that I took the time yesterday to just do it and finally just get it done. So, yeah. Alright, so Miku is done now. Again, let me plug my badges that I'm doing. If anybody needs a furry badge or a non-furry badge for convention you're going to soon, I'm doing $25 pen doodle badges, and that's including mailing and lamination and everything to you, so yeah, if you would like something like that, hit me up. Yeah, there we go. So we got Miku done. I think we're gonna do the Moomin one. What time are we at right now? We should probably take a bathroom stretch break before I do it. Man. So, I know I've talked to you guys about it before because, you know, I've been very open about my health and everything, especially, like, in my Discord I talk to you guys a lot about it. But, I've been losing weight since about a year ago now. I've been using Zepbound, which is basically a different form of Ozempic and whatnot. I've had great success with it. I am down, 70 pounds now? Yeah. But the thing that, like, I've noticed recently is, like, the thinning of my arms, which is really crazy to me. So, like, I used to not be able to get my hand around my wrist. My wrist used to be so fat. So, like, I've lost some weight in my arms, which is really crazy to me. And so, like, I feel less self-conscious about my arms being on stream because of that. So, good job. Thank you. I appreciate that. It has been a journey for me. I wasn't told by anybody specifically that I needed to lose weight. Nobody, nobody gave me an ultimatum or anything. No doctor, not Mr. Husband or anything. But I just noticed a lot of my issues that I have with, like, my joints and stuff could be exacerbated because of my weight. So, I talked to the doctor. We tried a couple things. And then, like, a year passed, and then last year I went back to the doctor and was like, okay, these things didn't work for me. They caused really bad anxiety spikes. They, caused X, Y, and Z in me, and they didn't work. But I've been hearing this stuff about Ozempic, and he was like, I don't think Ozempic would work for you the way, like, what you're talking about, like, what your issue you feel is. And he suggested Zepbound for what I did, like, what I was specifically concerned about, and it has worked really well. And when I tell people I've lost 70 pounds, I haven't changed anything except for how much I eat. So, yeah. Yeah. No, no, you're good, Muse. But yeah, that's the thing that I'm kind of proud of, but yeah. Yeah, you can just put the message in chat. Make sure Alpha's still here. If we want to do like an @Alpha to make sure he's still here. But, yeah. I know I don't talk about it a bunch. I don't like to a lot just because I know there are some people that have, I guess, lack of a better words, like talking about weight triggers them, and I understand that. I know if you've had eating disorders, or if you've been bullied for it, or if you've had like family put you down because of it, etc., etc., it's not something. But yeah, it's Skelly Alpha. So I don't like to talk about it a bunch, but I have been feeling better, and so like that's why I wanted to mention it, because again, like I noticed it here on stream, like putting away markers, like my arm just feels skinnier, which is crazy to me because I never thought I'd see it like in my arms. I know I see it in my face because I'm getting a little bit of a turkey neck, which I'm not happy about. But like, yeah. Alpha! Are you still here, Alpha? If not, I'll just Discord message him at after stream. I just thought it might be easier. I just wanted to get him in the Discord before Art Fight so he can actually participate in our group banter about Art Fight, so. Alright, you have a good one, Cyberman J. Blah, 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 blah. Thank you for coming and hanging out while you could. I do appreciate it. But yeah, okay, with me getting all mushy about my progress, let's take a stretch and bathroom break. And we'll come back and draw the Moomin next. Okay? That's who we're gonna draw next. Alright. BRB!